Hey, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're looking at my new PC workstation build. We are going to begin 2024 with a blast with this new edit suite. Before we jump in, let's do some housekeeping. In order to make these videos, I require resources and support from viewers like you. There's a few ways you can support the channel. The main way is free, just by hitting the like button. The second way you can support the creation of these videos is by acquiring a photo print from my shop. You need to check them out. I have a selection of very cool aerial photos I have taken out in the last while with my Mavic 3 Classic. Link in the video description. And last but not least, if you're interested in high quality LUTs, today is your lucky day. I have graded this video with a LUT from Gamut. If you would like to get your hands on a great LUT pack, I have a referral link in the video description. It doesn't cost you more with my referral link, but I do get a kickback from every one of you that buys a LUT pack. So that helps me make more videos like this. Now on with the video. The components we're going to be using to build this super fast edit suite is the Asus ProArt Z790 Creator Wi-Fi motherboard with an Intel Core i9-13900K processor. The case we're going to be using is the Corsair 5000 Airflow Mid-Tower ATX. The graphic card we're running is a Palit RTX 4080 Jetstream with 16 gigs of video RAM. We are going to run the operating system on a Samsung 990 Pro NVMe M2 SSD with a capacity of 2 TB and a second one for cache so Premiere, After Effects and DaVinci Resolve can run ultra smooth. The RAM memory we are going to use is the Kinson's Fury Beast. We are going to run 4 DDR5 sticks with a total of 128 GB. And all that's running at 5200 megatransfers a second, very fast RAM. The CPU cooler we are going to use is the Corsair iQ H150i Elite. And also for optimal airflow, we're going to add 3 extra iQ SP120 RGB fans. This build is probably one of the fastest computers you could build in 2024. It will be able to handle footage from Blackmagic, Red, ARRI cameras, and transcoding times will be a breeze. Real-time playback is going to be super smooth. This will allow me to concentrate in what's important, and that's working efficiently and working fast. We are going to go in a tangent here for a second. Why would I build a PC-based solution? And the answer is simple. Even if I wanted to max out a Mac Pro, I would not be able to get all these components together. It's just not possible. If I wanted to get a similar processor like the M2 Ultra with 24 cores and 192 GB of RAM memory and 4 TB of SSDs, I would be looking upwards of 11,500 euros. Which is almost 4 times more what I paid for this build, topping up at around 3,500 euros. In my setup, I will be running a dual 27-inch monitor. The main monitor will be the Asus TUF Gaming. It's a 27-inch monitor with a max resolution of 2560 by 1440. It's an IPS monitor and it can run at 155 Hz. And the secondary monitor for color grading and playback is the Asus ProArt display. It's a 4K UHD monitor with a resolution of 3800 by 2160. It covers 100% of sRGB, 100% of Rec 709, and is calibrated from the factory to get accurate colors. Hey, me from the future, my Asus TUF monitor arrived broken, so I had to send it back to Amazon and I'm still waiting on a replacement unit as I edit the video. I went ahead and ran Cinebench and this is the results if you're interested in seeing them. Before we finish here, there's one important thing we need to talk about, and that is if you're using your new PC build to create content or to stream and you're going to be getting a fancy dedicated graphic cards like the RTX 4080 I'm using here, you need to make sure to get a processor that has built-in graphics. A lot of the apps will take advantage of this and make your computer work so much faster when creating content. For example, in Premiere Pro, After Effects and Resolve, some codecs can only be decoded by software and some with hardware. Software being your processor's built-in graphic and hardware being your GPU. Basically, the processor takes care of playback of H.264, H.265, which are compressed codecs and not your graphic cards. Some of you may have encountered this issue if you're shooting on a DSLR, a GoPro, a Mavic, or any camera that shoots in one of the heavily compressed codecs. You will notice that your fancy computer struggles to play this back in real time. This has nothing to do with your setup not being good enough, it's just the way those codecs are decoded by the computer and the graphic card can't do that. So in those cases, the processor's built-in GPU takes care of uncompression and playback. So having iGPU activated will greatly improve your real-time playback, because now your computer has effectively two graphic processors. For those of you who are shooting in cameras like Blackmagic, Red, or any camera that can shoot ProRes or RAW codecs, the built-in iGPU actually does very little. In that case, the graphic card like the RTX 480 takes care of the playback, and that's why the playback of the 6K RAW footage that comes out of the Pocket 6K Pro actually is smoother than the playback of the footage that comes out of the Osmo Action or the GoPros, because that is H.264 or H.265 footage. Now, to activate the built-in graphics on your processor, you will have to head over to the BIOS on your motherboard and activate it there. This is not complicated, but each motherboard manufacturer is a bit different and has a different name for it. So I would advise you to head over to Google and to search how to activate quick sync graphics on your particular motherboard's brand. In conclusion, overall, I think this new setup is super efficient and it's going to shave off a lot of time in my post workflow. No more waiting around for renders to finish or choppy playback in After Effects timelines. I have had the chance to try out the edit suite for a few weeks now, and the 6K RAW 321 from the Pocket 6K G2 playbacks smoothly without the need to create proxies. Everything is super snappy. The PC boots in 10 seconds, which is super fast. Also, I have been experimenting with a bit of generative AI and I needed a bit of more video RAM, so this setup now greatly improves my ability to create more complicated imagery and use the newer XL models that require a bit more processing power and video RAM. Check out my new Instagram page, Alpha Diffusion, for AI generated content. Lastly, when it comes to color grading 6K RAW footage, having a more powerful setup allows me to work faster, deliver better quality visuals to my clients, and having a professional and color accurate monitor that can display 100% of Adobe sRGB and 100% of Rec. 709 means that every project I deliver, the colors will be accurate, and that's going to give me a peace of mind that no matter what platform the projects I work in end up in, visually they will be consistent and color accurate. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching. As always, if you've learned something today or if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. Until next time, see ya.